Hey, how's it hanging? Welcome to another video. I guess I don't really have a series yet for this setup, but I'm going to do 3 random albums from my collection, and a bit more on that in a few moments. But I just wanted to say I planned on shooting this video yesterday, but I got sidetracked because a couple of friends, we've started doing this like low sort of effort musical collaboration. It's just 30 seconds, 30-second piece. We're just going to share files and come up with something ridiculous. So one of the guys sent me, shared this 30-second, I don't know, like dubstep type of beat. It was from a drum machine. And I'm not very adept at that kind of music. That's just not my bag. So I had a bit of fun, and I just got completely sidetracked all morning coming up with this, eventually coming up with a Protestant choral thing, which is kind of funny, and is done on the Mellotron, but like the choir tape. And it was pretty fun. And I just find that you put in 2, hey, how's it hanging? This is my second attempt at this video. The first one, I was sort of puttering along and the phone rang. So it was good because I was starting to ramble a little bit. So different setup this week, an easily accessible configuration. And the reason I didn't use this camera last time was because I was a little frustrated. Previously, I had recorded a bunch of videos on it. It's just a pocket and a DJI pocket. And I had transferred videos to the app on my iPad, and then, without checking, of course, deleted it from the camera. And there were like 5 or 6 pretty good videos in there. So I'm going to be extra careful this time. But one of the videos that I lost was an unboxing. My good friend Eric over at Sabaville had sent me, this is Archie McPhee's electronic yodeling pickle. So I figured it's a pickle and it yodels. So there, and it was pretty good because, I mean, that kind of takes you by surprise, right? The first time you see it. And, but I just wanted to thank Eric. And if you're interested in seeing some funny videos, go over to Sabaville and you can see, well, all of his videos are funny, but one of my favorites is John and Marcia, 2 people, lip syncing to the song John and Marcia. It's pretty cute. Go check it out. This video is just going to focus on 3 random albums, and I had previously attempted a series called 3 Pint Reviews, which was brutal. It was just unhealthy and an unpleasant experience to go through. It seemed a good idea at the planning stage, but in execution it didn't work. So I decided to use one of the techniques, which was to have my records all on a spreadsheet, and I randomly pick out 3 records. And so that's what I've done here. Admittedly, this first one wasn't chosen that way. I'm waiting for some records to arrive from Discogs, and they're supposed to arrive Friday. I thought, I was all set up. I was going to make my video Friday night, and one of them is a Brinsley Schwartz album. And, just to console myself, I threw this record on. And then I figured, well, let's do a video of random records. So this is a kind of a baked bunch of records. But you had Ian Gaume, Gone with the Wind, the Bee Gees, Main Course, and Per Ubu, Cloudland. So yeah, I just figured I'd talk about these records and just why I like them so much. Now, the first one, Ian Gaume, if you're unfamiliar with this stuff, I don't know how active he is writing songs these days. I haven't heard any new material. And he also co-wrote a hit that Nick Lowe had called Cruel to Be Kind. And this is Gone with the Wind. This was his solo album. I think it was his first one. I'm not sure. And it was on Stiff Records. And let me see. I just bring a little labels here. Yes, the old Stiff Records. That's one of my favorite labels. I have a couple of records from them, and they're always good. And what can I say about this? This is just great pop rock stuff, and it has that sort of pub rock vibe, but with a slightly poppier edge, rockier edge than what they had going with Brinsley Schwartz. And, I mean, man, the first song alone, Hold On, is just so good, so good. I love that. There's so many good songs on this. Hold On, Chicken Run, Another Year, Dirty Lies, and a really good cover of Beatles' You Can't Do That. So, yeah, really like this record. And then the next one this was a random pick, was Bee Gees' Main Course. And I don't know where I bought this. I think I probably got this at a local record store. You can see the previous owner must have been Lee Duggan. Like wrote his name on the leg. And also on the S. Now my camera just disconnected here. Let me see if I can reconnect here. Yeah, so let's hope this video is still recording. I just got a notification on the app that said it had disconnected. Yeah, so this is. I'm a big fan of early Bee Gees stuff, and I have like a lot of there's only one or two that I'm missing from their days before disco. Definitely, this is as late into their careers as my collection goes. And this is an interesting album because it has, the first side this is definitely a transitional album. The first side is foretelling of like the disco music to come. And then the side two is definitely looking backward at their older style, more folk, country, pop, rock thing that they had going, which was wonderful. But I mean, that said, the stronger songs, I think, on this, except All This Making Love is really good. I think the stronger songs, for me in any case, are on side one, like Nights on Broadway, Fanny, really good stuff. Songbird, I think that has a real Elton John vibe going on. Good stuff. And yeah, so this was on RSO. And if I'm not mistaken, let me take this out. Okay. I think, yes, Mr. Duggan also signed the label. That must have been a thing back in the day where people would, I don't know why they would do that. That's never been something I've ever done. I don't know if anybody wants to break into my house and take my Bee Gees records. It's not going to be a high priority to the cops to track down. And my friends, I mean, I'd know if they took my records. What kind of friends are they if they're stealing your records and not returning them? I don't get it. But in any case, there you go. I'm sure records were shared more widely back in the day, perhaps. And then Pere Ubu, Cloudland. This is a great record. One of my favorite bands. I think their Modern Dance is one of the phenomenal album. One of my very favorites. There's so many good songs on that. Such a great album. And then they broke up, sort of like a post-punk, before there was punk even. Yeah, so then they broke up and got back together, I think in '87, and they put out a series of really great, quirky, pop-ish rock albums, and Cloudland is really, really good. I think this came out in, what year did this come out? 89 maybe? Yeah, 89. And, oh, the songs are just amazing. You have this contrast between, you know, sweet. I mean, the stuff is very edgy sounding, but the chords are sweet, and the overall melodies are sweet. But then they have these like dark lyrics, particularly on like Ice Cream Truck. I love that song. Love, love, love. Waiting for Mary. I think that was probably their only sort of hit that they ever had, and that's a great song. And yeah, and this is I think from Fontana. I believe they've reissued this recently, and I do have some more inner sleeves on the way, because this always bothers me, keeping these in the paper sleeves. But you know, you have all your lyrics, and yeah, I think this is in pretty decent shape. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely sort of like a very good plus, I guess, leaning towards excellent, I'd say. And yeah, so that was 3 random albums, and I know this is just a quick video, kind of directionless, but these are 3 albums from my collection that I really enjoy, and if you haven't checked them out, you know, it's worth a shot. You might enjoy them. So have a good one, and